nation is way from creation.
So vegan word, sound is power, let me tell you say a word. Sound is power, let me tell you say a word. Make a move and don't say a word. Have you heard? Well listen this word. Sound is power, let me tell you say a word. Sound and power, let me tell you say a word. You have the power now you heard. Make a move and don't say a word. Have you heard?
From the Caliente garden, everything here I've used is from the Julica is there, the jalapenos is inside the pumpkin tucked away in the bottom. I put them in the bottom so you turn it around. And then my special sauce that I usually make with the spring roll.
It's really good.
You like it?
I love it.
Okay.
It's nice.
Good. And the drink is called Jamaica. This is Jamaica. And it is fresh, what we call sopolo, fresh hibiscus. And it's boiled and then strained. It has some essence flavors in it. Yeah.
So we have this in Jamaica. We call it sorrel.
Sorrel. Okay. Okay.
So this is international.
So you see, we're combining cultures together.
We call it sorrel. It's the same thing. And this plant only comes in Jamaica one time a year for Christmas. Mm-hmm. That's when it blooms. Only once a year. And then we have to keep it for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very special plant. And when it grows, it has those thorns in it, like roses.
Yeah.
And I used to sell it in the market in Jamaica. Yeah, I used to sell it in a place called Linstead Market.
Wow.
So yeah.
So you see, one drink from many nations brings everybody together. And that is the whole point of Mexican Farms. To remind people that food, gastronomy, is something that we can identify with regardless of our skin. Our skin has the same blood, our food has the same taste. Yeah. We call them different things, but we can all relate to the same thing. So cheers to everybody. Cheers to connections.
Cheers.
Universal. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. One family.
One family.
La familia.
La familia.
La familia.
Yes, La familia.
House is very cozy, very nice.
Thank you. Simple.
I like the decoration.
Thank you. It's coming along, you know. Diamond, my sister can testify to this. I was complaining because every time I wake up, I'm waking up to work. If you came here about 2 weeks ago, the snow cone stuff was everything in my living room. I had no place to sit down, to enjoy my meal. I had boxes of cups and flavors and everything. And then if I go outside, I have the Mexican Farms. I have seeds everywhere. So I was like, the only safe haven I have was my only room.
That's
my small room.
That's okay.
That's it. And I also have products in there too. So
like, close the door, please. Don't look.
yeah.
I'm one of those. I have OCD. Anybody who knows me, I definitely have. I have cleaning problems. I'm aware of that.
So I was like, I have to, now that I've taken some things from here to the snow cone stand, and I have a little bit of breathing room.
Tell the audience a little bit about your snow cone business.
Okay.
Marcus, are you
So, esta aquí raspados, which is, it is snow cones. Snow cones is here in Spanish. You know, snow cones originates from many worlds. I grew up in America and we had snow cones every summer, every single day. The ambassador, His Excellency, grew up with snow cones in his country as a kid. If you go to Japan, they also have snow cones called kikagori, you know, as well. And if you go to Hawaii, they also have snow cones. So it's a universal.
And in Jamaica, we have something called Kisco. 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 It's the same thing. It's a snow cone in a bag with citrus, what you call juice, tamarind, tamarino, coconut, all of that.
It was a childhood treat of mine growing up, and I saw many people making lots of money from just selling a snow cone. So I brought my favorite things to Ghana: tacos, Mexican food, the farm to table effect, because I'm from the Northwest and we grow everything. And then at the same time, I brought snow cones to Ghana to bring the connection and to also create jobs, because in my childhood, a lot of people made millions of money just selling just snow cones. Somebody could make 200,000 in 1 year just off of a snow cone. So I said, why is Ghana exempt? Why don't the people of Ghana know about snow cones and how lucrative it could be for people here? So I decided to put up a snow cone concession stand at one of the malls, the Junction Mall. Some people call it Spintex, some people call it Zungwa. But it's a place where it's family friendly, it's couple friendly, it's grandmother friendly, it's retiree friendly. It's everybody you can think of to go there, and God bless the child that has his own money. I think it was Billie Holiday, one of my favorite singers, who made that song. God bless the child that has his own, because truly, at the end of the day, that's all you have, yourself. So we're giving you the tools to stand alone, and hoping that in collaboration with Mexico, Ghana, the African diaspora will attract more people to join the initiative and conquer the goal of being by yourself. I mean, not by yourself, but able to make money for yourself.
Well, I have to say this, my sister, Kobe. Yes, because I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for years. And the reason why I became an entrepreneur, I'm just going to be quite frank, is I was working for a university, and that year I made them $1 million. I remember. And they gave me 10% of my earnings. And I got $100,000 that year. So that was like the first time I made six figures in my whole life. But then when I thought about it, I said, I got this MBA, and I just gave away, I left $900,000 on the table. Yeah, this $100,000 sounds good, but what about the $900,000 that I left on the table? And anybody who goes to Vegas knows we do not leave any money on the table when you go to Vegas, or you're not a real gambler. So that's when I decided that I was no longer going to work for people, and I've been self-sufficient as an entrepreneur for the last 15 years. Because I realized if I can make them $1 million, I can make myself $1 million as well. So I'm into entrepreneurship, I'm into people, into women, I'm into children, I'm into anyone who wants to say, you don't have the right to decide how much I'm going to be paid an hour. I will decide how much I will be paid an hour. That's the life of an entrepreneur.
And that's what we want to give to the people, because community engagement and collaboration are two things that are very paramount to the ambassador and myself. That's what we thrive off of. We're humanitarians. We want to help people. We want to see people change their lives. And this is a way, something so simple as the shaved ice with natural flavors can give you so much money.
Gratification too.
Yes, and happiness.
It's happiness. It's so self-fulfilling. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing better than starting your own business. Yes, sometimes it's a rocky road, but the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Yeah.
And only the strong survive.
That's it.
Only the strong.
And listen, and failure, and sometimes it's either a lesson or it's a blessing or it's both. That's called business. Either it's a lesson I've learned, somewhere I went wrong, or a blessing for all my hard work, or both. So that's what business is really all about in entrepreneurship. Either it's going to be a lesson, or it's going to be a blessing, or it's going to be both. And if you can't handle that, then don't go into business. Because really and truly, you have to give it 110%.
Yeah.
100% is no longer good enough. Not in the New World Order. You have to go beyond. And you have to be better than you've ever been. Because people can spend their disposable income anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you're providing a product or a service, keep that in mind. Our customers are everything.
I want to invite the ambassador to say a couple words too.
Please.
Well, I just want to share that I'm very, very happy to be here, because certainly, it's not easy to find projects like this, projects that they have a lot of passion attached to them. I mean, everywhere I go, I see people with bright ideas, but sometimes a lack of execution. And with Aishah, I have been able to see that she just follows her ideas, her goals, and she tries her best to get the results she really wanted. A result-oriented woman is something so amazing that you can always see in life. And I'm really honored to share this moment here, seeing another one of their gigantic steps. She always says that it's baby steps. For me, so those are gigantic steps, because what she's doing is something really remarkable. I mean, making possible what it seems impossible. Making people aware that, why not, farming Mexican things that we consume in our gastronomy that we Mexicans love so much, and being produced here in Ghana and put in the Ghanaian table, it's something that you can only dream about. But no, it's a reality these days. And that is not products of something out of the blue. I mean, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of vision, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of passion, and yes, sometimes there's a rocky road. Of course, all the time we hit on walls at high speeds, I should say. But the world belongs to those who are able to, dust off and stand up and say, I have to keep moving forward. And she's doing that. So I'm very honored to follow each and every one of her steps and seeing that it's possible, because what it seems to be impossible is very possible when you have the right ideas and the passion in your heart. So I'm very honored to be here with you today again.
Thank you so much. Because a lot of people have a messed up idea about Mexico.
Oh, sure, of course.
A lot of people think about Mexico, they think about the cartels,
Yes.
they think about Mexico, they think about the drugs. And it is such a I get so excited talking about Mexico. I mean, I feel like running a marathon every time I talk about Mexico, because it has so much to offer. And if only people just were to open their minds instead of just thinking about the drugs. Because even the drugs, it's a small amount of people who are already, they're born into it. It's not that you just get up and say, I want to be a part of the narcos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they wouldn't let you inside.
No.
But the only good thing I see now in this narco trend in the world is that yes, they show that you can become rich from one day to the other, and the following day you're dead.
Everybody you love. Everybody you love. Including the dog, the bird, the parrot, anything that moves. Yeah, you can. But how will you live to enjoy that money?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And that's the thing. And they have so much, the country offers so much integrity. And me being a woman of integrity, I'm attracted to that. Because their own people patronize themselves. Their own people respect what has happened and what to preserve. I went to is it Cheja? In Cancun?
Yes.
And Las Caret, actually, I went to.
That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah, I went to Escret and they told me the entire story of what Cortez did when he came to Mexico. And I'm from Africa. I was born here in Ghana, okay? And I was so moved by the whole entire story that I even stood up and cried. Because the way that they're able to piece the puzzle together, you know why they're protecting their sand now. You know why they're protecting what they have left behind. And if other countries can just pick up that example, the world would be a different way. Let's talk about slavery 400 years ago.
Let's go.
Let's talk about 400 years ago, slavery. All of the things that we went through, the beatings, the rapes, the selling our children. You would think that by now we'd be able to acquire the same attitude that Mexico has for its own people. We're holding what we have left over, but instead, what are we doing? We're selling our shea butter. We're saying that our products that we make in Ghana are meaningless to us. We're inferior to our own products. We don't want to embrace our own things, so we continue to sell it back to the same people who came to tell us that our products were valuable. And you see, so if we continue disregarding our own country, and Mexico is preserving what they have, they're about 1,000. I think they're about over 1,000 years old.
About civilization?
Yeah. For civilization, I think it's over 1,000. We are only 53 years old. So somebody who has lived so many times and is now at a point where they're saying they have a big sign at Marilos Beach, I believe. It says that please do not take anything from this beach. If you take it, we have nothing left. Imagine if we put the same sign here in Gaza.
Oh my.
And also how clean the environment is, because they appreciate what was left. But we are throwing things around. We are disregarding our products. We are inferior to our products. We are selling our products. We are allowing people to come in to do foreign trade blindly, because we have no fair trade value on our things. You don't see other people, you don't see the farmers who are pulling the cocoa pods getting half of the return from what they do. Everything is being sold.
Just stick a pin in there.
So, if you wake up, if Ghana wakes up one day and all their natural resources are gone, what do we have to say for ourselves? Nothing. But someone like Mexico, that will never happen to them.
Why?
Because they understand
The value.
the value of what they have, so they keep it. Do you know that the tourism are their own people?
Yes. I do
The
know that.
majority of tourism in that country is ran by their own people.
Right.
The people who come to visit Mexico do not outnumber the Mexicans that are there. When you go to Cheja, when you go to Tulum, when you go to Chichen Itza, those are places full of Mexicans who are able to pay. Even the peso being so small, I mean, it's not in the currency value.
No value.
They're able to work hard and
save their money.
save their money,
And invest in their own
and
country.
invest in their own country. That says a
Keeping
lot.
the money in the
That's
community.
in the country. All these timeshares that you go and see, who is running them? Their own people, and they're giving you first class service. They're working with pride. They're working with humility. They're working with integrity, and most of all, respect. Respect because they value family, they value community, they value the meaning of being a humanitarian.
I love that.
They do, and so and they invest in their own country, so it attracts other people to come. So it really pains me when they make jokes about people are jumping the wall. How many Mexicans are jumping the wall?
Please don't say
How
that.
many?
Please don't
No, I
say
mean,
that.
how many? I mean, how many of them? A small
small
factor.
small
But they put this media sign, so it's like we have to talk about how we control media and what the media sees,
Well.
because, but it's money. That's something you can talk about, the media, what they show us, it's not the truth.
Well,
That's the truth.
it's the same thing that's happening in Ethiopia. So the Ethiopians told CNN to get out of Ethiopia, go clean up America. You have enough problems over there to deal with than to bring your dirty laundry over here telling us how to run our country. That is the problem with Big Brother. He can't seem to see the stone in his eye, because he's so busy trying to point the finger at Africa. He's so busy trying to point the finger at Mexico. He's trying to point the finger anywhere than at himself.
But himself.
But the man in the mirror. My problem is, and I'll say this unequivocally, is anybody of color is my brother and my sister. That's where I'm at. We have a common bond. We have a common oppressor. We have a common somebody who has his foot on our throat and who wants to take over our land, our language, and our culture. And we can't unite. If that doesn't unite us, I don't know what is. We have a common person who doesn't want to see us go forward. That's it.
I've even said if all Latinx, that's Mexico, that's Mexicans, that's Latinos, and that's Hispanics, if they all left America right now,
What would they do?
what would America do right now?
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
She's so real. She's so real.
I will wait on the answer.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna say this. I lived in California before I came to Ghana, and the most plantations in the world is in California. Let's be real. They grow tomatoes, avocados, they even grow nuts, they grow fruits, they grow vegetables. 86, I'm a vegan, so you know what I eat. I eat for veggies. 86% of American vegetables are grown in California.
And who are
86%.
they?
And
who are
when
the
you
people
walk
there?
down there, we can drive down there. I made sure I took my son down there. All you would see is Latinos with their hats down in them fields. I mean, it's be 110. still in those fields. It's not. And Monsanto, shame on you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because you got those people out there breathing them poisons in 110 degrees and thinking that their lives don't matter. If they leave tomorrow, what would you do? How would we eat?
Yes.
How would we eat?
If
All of them decided, that's it.
That's it. We're going home.
I'm done.
And they would be better off going home anyways because they're already growing their produce to help their own people. You see, in Mexico, they grow to help their people. They invest to help their people. They patronize to help their people. Their tourism stimulates their own money within their people. We see that on TV, and then we say, oh, I want to go and visit. But when we go there, we fall in love with the culture, wanting to bring it back, but there's not enough people on that side, on your side that you're going to, who believe in the same concept, to turn it around and do the same thing on this side. You see? So I want everybody I know to go to Mexico. They always say, oh, everyone has to go to Las Vegas. Everyone should go to Mexico. Everybody should go to Mexico. And it's my dream that if I had a big boat, I would put everybody inside of the ship and we would go to Mexico so that people can see the visual. See the visual, the beauty.
And the culture.
And the culture.
And the
which
culture.
resonates with your own culture if you only knew.
It's so like Africa.
Yes.
It's so like Africa.
Whenever I'm here in Ghana, I feel like I'm in Mexico.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in Mexico, I feel like I'm in Ghana. So it's the best of Mexighan Farms.
We are all one people,
That's it.
y'all. Don't forget, we are all one people. We're all one people. It's only some people who don't belong to the club. Everybody else belongs to the club. And the person who doesn't belong to the club is like getting really mad because they're trying their best to be a part of any club. And it's not working.
Yeah.
So hold on to your culture, y'all.
Yes. It matters.
It's so important
So
to embrace it. If you go to Brazil, if you go to Portugal, if you go to Rio de Janeiro, Empanilla, I mean anywhere that you go, it's sisters and brothers there as well, just like you. They come in all shades and all sizes, just like in America, just like in Jamaica, just like in Mexico. I mean, you'll see different hues. I mean, I have some brothers and sisters who are darker than me, and they speak Spanish. See, and that's when they try to confuse it because we're all one. And that's that census who says Negro, but don't speak Spanish. They try to confuse us. We're all one. We're all one, and this is what we need to know. Because when you're at the bottom of the barrel, you'll realize you're all one. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but when we're scraping to get out of the bottom of the barrel, my people, we are all one. So we have to treat each other as my brother, my sister, anywhere I go. From you have any color at all, I'm going to address you as my brother and my sister because we all come from one family. The whole world started in one place. Let's be honest. And even when we went to Mexico, the Mexican people said they looked to Africa. They looked at Santeria. They looked to Africa. They practiced Eurishas. Come on, y'all know me. I do that. I'm all into that. I believe in La Legba. I do all of that. So I'm just saying, when I really study my people, I realized that we are all one. I realized that we all came on the same boat. I realized that we all had a universal struggle. And the quicker we unite, the better we're going to be. And in the new world order, we're going to be on top again. All of us.
Yes.
This is our world.
I agree.
This is our world. And he hasn't brought us this far to leave us or forsake us. As it was in the beginning,
So shall it be in the
so
end.
shall it be in the end.
Amen.
And that's where I'm at. Alua continua, the struggle continues.
Yes.
Repatriation, Royal Nation. You are the key to your liberation. So put it in your meditation.